Hi everybody, I wanted to share with you my take on the Teresa Collins Chic Baby Girl album. So if you watch my previous video, you know that I got this album kit a long time ago, and I've been hoarding stuff, collecting stuff over time, just so when I can put the album together, I have all this stuff ready to go. So now the time has come, and here's my mini album. So let me just say, if you made a Teresa Collins album, I've watched your videos. Two ladies stuck out to me just because they were very, very talented. One of them was Creative Kelly from Cali. She made this gorgeous Teresa Collins Posh mini albums, and it had wild orchid craft flowers, and it was just really, really pretty. That was really, really amazing. Different collection, but her album was just amazing. And then this other one was One Michelle Joy. She made the Chic Baby Girl version, and she also had flowers and this, and that. It was really, really inspiring. So they, among all the other YouTube ladies, inspired me to make my own mini album, which is why I went out and found the paper line, the album kit, and I went ahead and made my own. Anyways, let's get back to this. This right here, I don't know if you can tell very well, but it's some black rosette trim, and it has some flat back pearls in here. Some lace. The binding is covered in velvet paper, I guess. Gives it a nice touch. Some charms. This little doodad is a little charm from Stampin' Up. I got it a long, long, long time ago, like I said. This is one of those $1.50 Michael frames. It has a little tab. Once we name our baby, we'll put it in here. This Recollections bling. And this is also a Recollections, it came part of this kit, it's a vintage kit or something like that, but the color matched very well, so I went ahead and I added in here. So here's the first page. This is more Recollections, little, I don't know, little beads or whatever those are called. This is a black satin flower, also from Recollections Flourish. So this is not the first mini album that I've made. This is the first mini album where I've tried a couple of new things, and thus I learned from some mistakes that I made. This is my baby. Anyways, so one of the things that I learned was, I found this washi tape and it said special delivery. I was like, oh great, I'll just put it right here on the gusset. So I added it later, and what I should have done was add the washi tape first and then add the designer paper on top of it to try to cover up this edge right here. Because of the binding, it gets a lot of action, so it lifts up the washi tape. Anyways, I tried to glue it down, but it just keeps on coming back up. So for the next album that I wanted to, which is the baby boy one, I went ahead and I fixed this mistake that I made here. Here's the first page. This is one of the tags, and it's popped up. It has this little booklet here. This is part of the Teresa Collins blingage. This is just a paper clip that I made with the leftover ribbon from the collection. Put the baby's picture here, the name, some more little round things, and just little bows that I found. These were from Paper Mart, if you're interested. I have a lot left over from those. The second page. This is the second thing. I started playing around with magnets. Then I layered so much paper in here that my magnet now is not strong enough to hold it, hold it shut. So it keeps on coming open. Anyway, so it's a little gatefold card. The transparency is just so cool to work with. I was in love with that. These are just some tags. I had to supplement the paper just because there's not enough. My gosh, it hurts to cut it. You want to save every single little scrap. This right here, I think it's from, it's a Halloween paper, but this, I like the black, and then the back of it had to cover with some other Recollections paper, just because it was Halloween and it was orange and stuff, so I covered it up. I did pretty well. This right here is, has a corner pocket. My baby's actually, this is actually September, but, I cut out September, just the line, so I could use the rest of the paper, and then I saved September so I can put it in here. There was a chance that the baby could be born at the end of August or beginning of September, so that's why I didn't commit to September just yet, so I saved it. This is one of those metal charms from the Michael's $1.50. It's actually gold, but I went ahead and I alcohol inked it. So this was the third thing that I learned. I went ahead and alcohol inked it. When I folded it over, it creased the paper here, because this is, it's a little bit flimsy. and it stained it, and I was really upset. But anyways, live and learn. So right here, this is actually a little cutout from my computer. I found the picture online, printed it out on cardstock, and then just, you know, something a little bit to add in here. This is more little text made from scraps, more photo mats. This right here is also another printout. I printed out on my computer, put it in here. This is another thing that I learned. I propped this up on foam dots, but the black cardstock that I was using, or it's not strong enough to hold it, so this is flimsy. I don't like that. I feel it should be stronger, but anyways. So this I took, I think it was from, I know Creative Kelly from Cali had it, and I think Michelle from One Michelle Joy also had it. It's a little booklet stored in the little plastic case, and I think this was from Tracy's Treasure. I think this is where they referred to it. Anyways, totally found one that actually fit, and I was like, I have to use it. I have to do the booklet now. So anyways, another thing that I learned was, see how right here I fussy cut this out, and it just keeps on lifting up, which is not cool because of when it folds over. So just some things to plan ahead. But here's the little booklet. This is actually from Joann's paper, 12x12 paper, and it has all these little drawings on it. I went ahead and I cut it out. And this is actually a recollections paper. It's called Frames, and it has all these cute little frames on it. And I just went ahead and I cut them out and I stuck them in here. And this right here, it's actually, you know, I left it open so you can put tags. I just haven't done it yet. Anyways, really cute. I think this is my favorite part of the album. Anyway, here's another page. This is part of that paper that I mentioned that I bought at Joann's. This right here has a little magnet. It has the ledger paper. This is where I plan to put people that visited the hospital or were at the hospital when the baby was born. Another paper clip made with the collection. This right here I made a cute little dress. Made from some leftover ribbon, from a little hanger that I had from I don't know where. More places for pictures. This tucks in right here. This is the pocket. This is also, I think, Michael's recollections. They're little heart brats, and you find them scattered throughout. This is another page. This folds out. This is the tag from the collection. This is another recollections flower and some pink pearl strands. Here's a ribbon belly band, and this is some flower ribbon, I guess, to help, flower lace to help put in the tags or hold them in place. So this is what I mean. Like, I wish I would have double matted it, but I didn't want to cover the back of the paper just because it's so pretty. That's why the transparency worked very well, because it gives it a lot of support and it doesn't leave it, you know, and you can still see through it. You can still see the paper. Here's the next page. More tags. More transparencies. I love this little skirt ribbon. It's really, really pretty. I forgot what it was called. This is a transparency pocket. You can pull this out. And then this opens up. Oops. These are some, I also got them at Michael's. They're little safety pins. And this is just a printout from my computer. I printed out the quote. Fussy cut this out from one of the tags. This right here is one of those other metal charms that I went ahead and I alcohol inked. And this right here, it's actually a photo mat. When you have your 4x6 picture, you can just go ahead and plop it in here. You don't have to worry about trimming it or anything like that. But because I had used originally pop dot foam dots, I guess, or pop dot, I thought it was too flimsy. The black cardstock was just too flimsy, the one that I was using. So I had this really thick, see how thick that is, black chipboard, and I had tons of it. So I went ahead and I used it, and that gives this page, not page, but the picture a lot more stability, and I really, really like that. And this right here, I just printed out on my computer, and it's just a placeholder for when you put the pictures in here. It already has the white frame. So the black is 4.5 by 6.5. The white is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and then once you print out your pictures, which is 4 by 6, you just pop it on here and it's good to go. Same thing with this right here. This is matted with that black chipboard. Just a little tag that I made. Put the baby's name here once we figure it out. And this right here is a little jacket that from a baby shower favor that I went to. It looks very cute in here. This is the last page. Has more trim, and this is that pink pearl strand that fits so well. And this right here is one of those little box cards. You can put stuff in here. Fits really, really well. And this is another one of the things that I learned when I was making this mini album. The top knot shape, it wasn't hard to bind. It was easy to bind if you cut it out. But see this right here, how it sticks out, because the pages were 8 by 8, I believe. So anyways, I wish I would have covered this up so you didn't see this white part. And here's the back page. So this is another thing that I learned, was when I cut out the binding, the velvet paper, I went ahead and I cut it square. And then later on, you can tell right here and right here, you can see the pink through it. It was driving me nuts. So I went ahead and I cut out a piece of it just to to fit in this space right here. So when I made the boy version, I cut out one single piece, and it took forever to do, just to get the alignment right, but I went ahead and I did it. Anyways, so this is my take on it. I hope it inspires somebody out there. The Teresa Collins line just pretty much speaks for itself. Oops, belly shot. But anyways, here it is. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.